You know, Fred, there was a specific policy item mentioned in the president's speech, which has been one that I've thought about a lot. I talked about it with Senator Blumenthal. There's no universe right now in which you get 10 Republican senators to join in it, but he talked about the liability shield. And it's something I've talked to survivors of gun violence and family members of victims of gun violence about as well. So I just want to play what he said about that and get your reaction. Sure. Take a listen.
They're the only industry in this country that has that kind of immunity. Imagine if the tobacco industry had been immune from being sued, where we'd be today. The gun industry special protections are outrageous. It must end.
It's striking, you know, like everything from a teddy bear to a crib to a kid's crayon to, I mean, you know, if a kid injures themselves with it or as a result of it, like they can expect to be sued. And it does seem to me like it would make a big difference.
It would make a tremendous difference. In fact, if you were to ask me what is the single most important thing we can do to change the reality of guns in America, it would be to repeal PLCAA. In fact, just so you know, I have an active lawsuit against the gun manufacturer. Now, before I can ever get to my federal claim, I have to get through an onerous state law that's even worse. But I'm going to keep trying because there is nothing more important than, to me, nothing, than the ability to get the CEOs of these companies under oath and on the stand, just like we did in tobacco. Let the CEOs tell the families across this country why they decided to produce these weapons in the numbers that they did, that then required them to market them to children. And don't tell me they don't market them to children, because we all saw the ads from Texas last week. I can show you the ads from Smith & Wesson that the killer of my daughter was paying attention to. And so, Congressman Lieu, just so you know, what would be my lawsuit has been filed as a claim with the Federal Trade Commission. I would love it for all of the Democrats to get together and take what we now know and call these CEOs in front of Congress to tell America why they overproduce these weapons in such large quantities without any mechanisms for safety, that we have the gun violence death rate that we do. And if we force that, we'll get change.
Yeah, and just as a final thought here, I mean, it's important for people because so much of this feels familiar and recurring. You know, gun sales and gun manufacturing have gone up significantly in the last 3 years. 2020 was an inflection point. Gun violence has. So there is a trend here that is going in the wrong direction, even though this is a long-standing, enduring problem. It has gotten worse in the last few years. Congressman Ted Lieu, Fred Guttenberg, thank you, gentlemen, both.